Hello and welcome to episode number 40 in this daily series where I will be making a video every day about each state in the USA. My name is Jake, I make videos about places, and this is 5 fun facts you probably didn't know about South Carolina. Let's get her done. South Carolina, known as the Palmetto State, has a population of 5.1 million people and a median annual household income of $51,000. The capital city is Columbia, and the city with the highest population is Charleston, with a population of 138,000 people. The Carolina Colony, as it once was founded by the British, and then it split in 1729 into North and South Carolina. And if you haven't seen my North Carolina video, well, it's probably not going to be up here. It'll be in the description probably. Anyway, it's on my channel. Check it out. But if you haven't seen that, then I'm going to repeat where Carolina came from. North and South Carolina were split because they were deemed too big to govern effectively. The word Carolina comes from the Latin word for Charles, after King Charles I of England. Carolus means Charles in Latin. All right, let's get into those 5 fun facts, starting with number 1. South Carolina played a major part in the Civil War. The city of Charleston is actually where the first shots of the war rang out, as Citadel cadets opened fire on a Union ship entering the harbor to bring supplies to soldiers at Fort Sumter. Later in the war, Fort Sumter would become a major setting for several battles between Union and Confederate troops. Although much of the conflict itself took place in South Carolina, many people don't realize that South Carolina was actually the first state to secede before the battles broke out. Over the next 6 months, 10 more southern states decided to announce their secession as well, and the Confederate States of America was born, led by Jefferson Davis, the former Mississippi senator. So if you're a history buff, just hit that like button for me. The low country of South Carolina is full of beautiful barrier islands and marshland, stretching from Berkeley to Jasper County. The low country encompasses Charleston, Dorchester, and Beaufort. Each of these areas shares similar landscape scenes and wildlife inhabitants. But one small barrier island off the coast of Beaufort has an unusual population of furry residents. On Morgan Island's 2,000 acres of land roams a colony of more than 3,000 rhesus monkeys. Although the island is inaccessible to humans, you can still take a boat out near the colony and catch a glimpse of the monkeys from a distance. The island is so unique that it's actually the only place in the country where this species of monkey roams freely. No more monkey business. Get out there, get on that boat, and check it out now. Edgar Allan Poe was stationed at Fort Moultrie. What? One of the greatest American Romantic period writers who popularized both detective fiction and horror fiction, Edgar Allan Poe actually spent some time in South Carolina. Poe is known for writing evocative, dark, short stories, and one in particular, The Gold Bug, was inspired by his experience living in Charleston. The famous writer enlisted in the military and spent nearly a year being stationed at Fort Moultrie, though it seems that he tried to cover up some of the evidence that he had been enlisted. Today, people visiting Charleston can pay homage to Poe when you dine at Poe's Tavern on Sullivan's Island, complete with Edgar Allan Poe-esque decorations and a menu packed with allusions to his work. Sounds like the place to go if you're a fan of Edgar Allan Poe. That rhymed. That's cool. Alright, so I kind of like talking about weird urban legends and stuff like that. And this fact is no exception. This is a fact about the South Carolina Lizard Man. Did you know that was a thing? This is probably one of the most unusual state legends in South Carolina. The story of the Lizard Man originated more than 30 years ago in Bishopville, South Carolina, when a young high school boy named Christopher Davis had his car break down near Scape or Swamp. According to his report to the county police, when Davis got out of his car to change his flat tire, he was approached by a 7-foot-tall, green, scaly man with 3 fingers and red eyes. The creature then proceeded to attack his car, leaving behind deep scratch marks. Police found 14-inch long, 3-toed footprints at the scene as well. Since this first report of a life-size lizard man in 1988, many others have come forward with similar stories about a humanoid creature destroying their vehicles or belongings. Anybody seen it? I think these weird urban legends are really interesting. So leave a comment down below if you're interested in seeing more facts about urban legends, or if you just want a whole video on it. I mean, If you guys want me to make it, I'll make it. You know the peach state, Georgia? What if I told you that South Carolina produces more peaches than Georgia? What if I told you that South Carolina produces more peaches than any other state east of the Mississippi? It's true. In 2018, South Carolina produced 93,000 tons, or 186 million pounds of peaches, while Georgia only produced 39.1 thousand tons, or 78 million pounds. I mean, Georgia still produces a lot of peaches, but it's called the peach state. You're getting beat out by South Carolina. You know who definitely doesn't get beat out by South Carolina? My bonus facts. And as per usual, I have one for you today. And of course, my transitions are smooth as butter, just like always. If you get pulled over in South Carolina for drinking and driving, be aware that South Carolina is the only state in the nation with mandatory videotaping by the arresting officer of the arrest and the breath test. So that is my 5 fun facts you probably didn't know about South Carolina. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. If you did, smash that like button now and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if you're from South Carolina, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me which fact you knew, which fact you didn't know. Did I miss anything? Any other thoughts, even the rude ones? Let me have them. All right. See you later. 7 o'clock.